Burn pain is among the most excruciating pain you can experience. Despite the pain, I'm going to show you how you can turn down or turn off that pain in the next few minutes. And it's got nothing to do with hot water or cold water or creams or powders. I mean turning off the pain. People think that to turn off pain, it takes years of practice or you have to be some kind of a yogi or a meditation expert. I can show you how to do it in the next 5 minutes. Anybody can do this. I can do this. My wife did it with a very bad burn last year. And neither one of us are masters of meditation, or at least I'm not. This method works because of how burn pain works, how all pain works for that matter. I'm Sean Robertson, and I help people get out of chronic pain and anxiety. Today is a little off topic. What you have is acute pain caused by a burn. And this pain is even easier to get rid of than chronic pain, believe it or not, because you know exactly why you have this pain. You burned yourself. Most people, including way too many doctors, think that pain is caused by tissue damage. The more the tissue damage, the more the pain. That's certainly what it feels like, but 30 years of scientific evidence has shown that that's just not the case. The fact is, all pain is produced by the brain. And that's the reason that it can be turned off. Your brain decides how much pain to give you and puts it on a kind of virtual map of your body, almost like sticking a pin in a voodoo doll. That's why people who have amputated legs can still feel intense pain in a foot that's no longer there, because that leg is still on the virtual map. Your brain decides how much pain to give you, not based on the amount of tissue damage, but based on how much pain it thinks you need to stay safe. That's the whole point of pain, to keep you safe. A burn is a terrible injury. Your brain wants to make it so that that never happens again. That's why the pain is so excruciating. When my son was little, he used to always be fascinated by the stove and he would always try to move towards it and we would try to pull him away. And one day when we weren't paying attention, he looked at a bread baking in the oven and put his hands up on the glass and he screamed in pain. Luckily, the burns weren't too bad and they healed pretty quickly. But from then on, he never went by the stove. He would point to it and say, hot, hot. For burns, there's usually no downside to losing the pain, but you have to be honest with yourself here. In some rare cases, the pain is actually helping you. If the pain were gone, you might have to go back to a job that's dangerous or difficult or do something else that you really don't want to do. But when the pain's gone, you still have the burn that you can show people, so there's really no upside to keeping the pain. Before we start, I'd like you to record the level of pain you're in right now on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being excruciating and 0 being none. Seriously, record it, because in a moment, that number is going to change and I want you to be able to prove that to yourself. Got the number written down? Okay. When you're ready to get rid of this pain, take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And as you let it out, allow your body to completely relax. Become aware of your breathing for a moment. Imagine that you're breathing in calm and breathing out tension. That's right. Allow yourself to quiet down. Now, as earnestly and as seriously as you can, I want you to talk to your unconscious mind. Make this from the heart. I'll give you the words and you can repeat them or you can change them to fit your situation. Thank you for giving me this pain. Thank you for keeping me safe. I really made a terrible mistake by allowing myself to get burned like this. I will never do it again. Thank you for teaching me this lesson. I have learned it. I will be careful from now on, I promise. I will not allow this to happen again. Thank you for protecting me, but I don't need the pain anymore. So you can let that go now. You can stop the pain. I got the message. Boy, did I get the message. Thank you. Please turn off that pain signal now. And when you've had this conversation and learned your lesson, that burn can heal now so much faster than any doctor ever predicted. You might already be feeling the tingling of that healing happening where the pain was. Take one more deep breath of gratitude to that inner part of you. Let it out and notice how you feel. That burned area may still feel weird, and it will until the tissue quickly heals. But notice that the pain is gone. What's your number now? Please share this video with anyone you think it could help.